Hello, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Betty, also known as Z Girl, and welcome to my channel. So, as we continue building our flat in Lusaka, Zambia. So, at this stage, like I said, the the price went up. So, at this stage, we managed to sit down, get the drawing that we needed. We've decided instead of putting two semi-detached flats, we're gonna put three because the space was enough to accommodate three flats. So we did the drawing and then we got the guys to start digging the foundation. I must say, oh my goodness, Zambian main, very strong. Kudos, very strong. At some point I was actually feeling sorry because like here in the UK, you have the machine that does everything for you from digging the foundation to literally everything. But in Zambia, they were using their own hand to dig things on dry land. So they'll have an axe and they will start digging. I think we call it katemo. I think I'm not sure if yeah, or a pick. We call it a pick actually. It was a pick. They were using a pick to dig the ground, or was obviously following the steps, the design, and some people they'll take the shovel to dig out the dirt and put it on the side. And then from then, after we finished doing that, we then started mixing the no after that obviously we ended up ordering the quarry, mixed with stone. We bought some bag of cement. We managed to actually put water. There wasn't water, so we paid for the Lusaka water to come and connect the pipe so that we can actually start accessing water. And sometimes, as we know, the water will actually dry up from the taps, and we will pay the guys to go fetch water somewhere where there's like a borehole, or a water pump, and we'll pay them. So they'll get the drums, the blue drums, and they'll just be rolling them until they reach to the place where we're building. So, like I said, they were really, really helpful, and I'm so grateful. But it just shows you how other country have it hard than others. So the guys managed to dig up the foundation, and we got the cement. We mix it with quarry and stones, and they pour it into the pattern that we were going to use now to design the house. So they actually pour all the cement, and we left it to dry for about 3 days. After it all dried, so whilst it was drying, they were putting water in it, so that it all sink in and there wasn't like any cracks or anything. And we waited for 3 days before we started building. And then after 3 days, then they started putting the foundation. After they started doing the foundation, you have to know how high you want your foundation to be. And I think we went to 4 or 5 courses of bricks because in Zambia, as we all know, the way they've designed the drainage system, it's not great. So you always see like people's houses. Oh gosh, talking about people's houses, you always see people's houses literally soaked in water. Like the whole place, all the furniture, everything is just soaked in water. So we've been obviously trying to avoid this from happening to us, but we can't guarantee because we've just started building. So we've decided to go. I think we went either with 4 or 5 courses of bricks. So the higher the foundation, the better. When it rains, your house is not sitting underwater, it's actually above. So that is something that I have learned, and that is something that you should all look into it. And I think before people start building, they need to go and see the area where they are, especially during rain season, to see how does the water move. Does the water stay on land, or does the water actually move? Because you don't want to end up being the victim of building a home where there is water, or where they say I think I forgot what it's called. Jesus Christ. My brain it's not working. So yeah, you don't want to do that. And so it's better to check it out, especially during rainy season, before you start spending your money on building and then you end up being in the river. So like I said, we did about 4 to 5 courses of bricks. And then after that, obviously, we've got now what they call the box. We've all got all the rooms, how we want the rooms to be and stuff like that. So we've got all the box now. And then the main event is the syrup. So I will come back to that. Thank you so much for watching and God bless.